On episode 208 of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the movie Stillwater. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie taste take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just got back from seeing Stillwater. What kind of score do you give it, April?
I'm going to give it between a 3 and a 3.5.
Yeah, for me, it was a 3.5, too. We'll tell you all about it right after this one trailer. So the first trailer is for The Last Duel. This is about King Charles VI declares that the knight Jean de Calais settle his dispute, and I made that last name up, by the way, settles his dispute with his squire by challenging him to a duel. This has a release date of October 15th, 2021, hopefully, and it stars Jodie, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Adam Driver. I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too,
this
because
really
it was
cool.
Written by Matt and Ben.
Yeah,
just like Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, it will be another Academy Award winning movie for them. So
looks great.
All right, so Stillwater. This is a story about a father who travels from Oklahoma to France to help his estranged daughter who is in prison for murder that she claims she didn't commit. Very much kind of loosely based off of the Amanda Knox story.
Absolutely.
The director is Tom McCarthy. He's from Win-Win, The Visitor, and Spotlight. And he wrote this movie and those other ones, including $1 Million Arm. Remember the one about the Bidegain?
I think you're doing good.
Who knows on that one. Marcus is known for Come Sunday and All Good Things, and Thomas is known for The Sister Brothers, Rust and Bone, and Les Cowboys.
All right. The cast is Matt Damon, Camille, Cottin, Abigail, Breslin, Lilou, Siauvaud, and Deanna, Dunagan, Idir, Azougli. The runtime is 140 minutes. It's rated R for language.
All right. Go for it, April.
All right. This movie, there was a lot of things I liked about it. First of all, the acting and the characters were spot on. I love a movie where the character development happens right in front of me. It was... So I love that. Every person in every character did a fantastic job. That's a rare, but maybe it's because it's a small cast.
Yeah, it was a very small cast. But you know what was really fascinating about this? I think this is a movie where you... listen, we already knew Matt Damon was a good actor.
Oh, yeah.
But I think this movie, he really showed his acting. I mean, this was a guy from Oklahoma who worked on the oil rigs in Oklahoma and stuff. He really sold it. I mean, I was blown away. If he's not recognized at award time next year for this role, so.
What do you think about the theme and the tone?
Well, this movie is about redemption, but it also tackles the whole father and daughter relationship. And it also goes into socioeconomic disparities, too, over in Europe and France, because this is based in the south of France along the Mediterranean. So
absolutely. Okay, I thought, obviously, the acting, we could go on and on about Matt Damon. But again, I think all the characters did a great job. The direction was good.
Yeah.
And I thought the score was good. What did you think about the score?
The score, it was one of those movies I was so blown away by the acting that I didn't really notice the score. I'm sure it really enhanced the movie.
Right.
The cinematography, some great shots of Marcellus, the town, and both the rich part of this town and the underbelly of it. The one thing that blew me away, and this goes to the production value, is how much graffiti was in this town. I mean, this is a lot of historical buildings here in the south of France, and there was graffiti. And this wasn't done for the movie. That was graffiti that's on the wall, and I can't believe that people don't have enough respect for where they live and the historical values.
Good, but I also loved the great views of the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah, it was very
picturesque.
picturesque.
That was great.
Production
design,
it was fine. Yeah, you know, like I said, and there wasn't really any special effects. I mean, there was one fight scene, and other than that, there really wasn't any special effects. This was more of a character movie,
right?
So, editing, what do you think?
You know, I think it was normal. I think you should share your point about the two-person dialogue.
Well, yeah, to me, this was, once again, it was a character study movie, right? A lot of dialogue just between two people. And when you get that and you have editing where you're constantly focusing on the person who's speaking.
Very true.
It can get distracting at times. And that was one of the downers for me on this movie. But it wasn't enough to ruin the movie. It was just a little distracting.
Good. I thought with the pace, it was like a slow burn, but with lots of twists. It kept us on our seat.
Oh, yeah. There was tons of twists. That's one of the cool things about this movie. You know, did she do it? Did she not do it?
Right.
Who did it?
It was done really well.
It was really done well. Dialogue, I thought the dialogue was really good. It was well written. I thought,
very much so.
I thought because it was a dialogue movie, you got a lot of information about the characters and who they were and what was going on.
And I appreciated that because it's a long movie.
So, yeah, 2.5 hours. It is a long movie, especially with a slow burn. Right. So, what'd you think about the story?
The story, I loved it because of the growth of, like, you know, you and I always talk about the story arc for Bill, the twists and turns. It enhanced the growth, but it wasn't just with Bill. There was growth for a couple of the characters.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, huge for the daughter, huge for his love interest in the movie. What I loved about this movie is that sometimes people really do come into your life and make such a difference. And, you know, it doesn't mean they always stay.
No, it doesn't.
And that's, I'll leave it there. But it was very well. It was well done.
Yeah, I was really, really impressed with the story in his character arc. I know. Bill, Matt Damon's character, was the protagonist of the movie, and he had a very, very big story arc in this movie. A lot of growth, a lot of personal growth in this. And this isn't a movie. Well, I don't want to discuss the ending of the movie.
And I will say, though, that I wanted some more clarity earlier on with a couple of the scenes. That I can't say much more. It'll give it away. But I think for me, if I had had a little bit more clarity earlier, I would have given it a higher rating. However, doesn't mean that it's not a great movie. So.
No, once again, I think the way things have gone in the movie, the year, I don't think there's not a lot of top actors right now for for Best Actor, and I think if Matt Damon's not up for it for this movie, I'd be really shocked.
Right, and I want to shout out to Abigail Breslin. She's always a phenomenal actress, but in this movie too, wow, she stayed on point. She hit the turns. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, no, it was a really good movie. Like I said, it was a very well-acted movie. So this is Stillwater, and both April and I give this movie 3.5 stars.
We do, and we enjoyed it. We are enjoying being back at the movies, and I know many of you are as well. We appreciate all the support. We hear from so many of you, and we just get such a kick out of it. But we are excited, and we're really hopeful that the movies will continue to be released on dates that we can count on.
Yeah, starting to hear things with the Delta variant that there might be some slippage again on the movie releases, so... But anyways, we really appreciate you listening and taking the time out of your day to hear us, and we really appreciate it. And if you haven't already done so, please tell a friend about the podcast.
Absolutely, and thank you for your support, and we will see you at the movies.
See you at the movies.